We are here in Colombia! In today's video, I'm going to show you all the many different kinds of food work and enjoy and all the beautiful nature that this beautiful region has to offer. So come along with me and explore my beautiful country, Colombia. Let's go. This is Armenia, the capital of the department of Quindío in Colombia, and this beautiful land is where we spent most of our trip. Of course, we did what we love and had plenty to eat, both savory and sweet. From the moment you arrive, you'll be surrounded by the vegetation. You have huge trees, beautiful flowers, and it's just absolutely breathtaking. Just take a look. Naturally, we had to try the traditional dishes. At La Casa del Cacharrito, I got the executive menu that came with a delicious carrot soup, tender sauteed chicken, plantain, and a salad, and a lemonade with panela. Not only was the food super tasty and fresh, but the restaurant had several fruit trees like cacao, lime, guava, and mandarin. Now, for a typical lunch, we went to La Margarita del Amor in the heart of Armenia, next to beautiful park and its friendly animals. This restaurant is quite popular, and while we waited for our table, Nicolás Uribe, a passionate coffee enthusiast, shared with us his idea, La Caja Viajera del Café, a traveling coffee box containing a kit to brew coffee wherever you go. His mission, to create an experience with friends and family by enjoying coffee anywhere outside of the home. These traveling coffee boxes can be unique souvenirs or a gift for someone. One really nice thing about Armenia is that everyone here is so friendly, so every time you pass a local, make sure you say your buenos días, buenas tardes, y buenas noches. Now that we're at the table for your appetizer, you get the cutest little piece of bocadillo con queso. On Fridays, this restaurant is known for their frijolada, aka beans. It comes with a tender chicharrón and arepa, plantain, avocado, and again, call me a sucker for these lemonades with panela because I got another one of these. This restaurant is a go-to for the food and the overall experience. Typical dishes are tasty, but what about fast food and the fast food that many locals enjoy? Frisbee! Juicy, crunchy fried chicken with a cabbage and carrot salad, and we got soda manzana postobon. Can I dare say this chicken is even better than KFC? I do say so myself. Armenia also has this cool area called Container City. It has several restaurants and tons of co-working spaces. We chose to get a refreshing shrimp ceviche from their Picanteria, their seafood restaurant, and paired it with a blonde ale beer from Bogota Beer Company. Container City is just a great place to kind of grab a beer, hang out with friends, and try out all sorts of different foods. After all that salt, it's time for sweetness and coffee. Pan y Miel has a refreshing coffee cappuccino-like drink. It's called granizado de café, which I drank as I savored every puff layer pastry of my milhojas, a must-try dessert. Since the weather was pretty warm at the time we were traveling, around 80s or so, ice-cold desserts were the go-to. And I do love me some good ice cream. And at Mi Mango, I got just that when I saw that they had their Chocoramo milkshake. I grew up on this angel food cake covered chocolate treat. And if you add ice cream to it and make it a milkshake, superior. We also ordered a salpicón, which is kind of like this fruit drink loaded with chopped papaya, apples, bananas, and pineapple. And at this location, you can add your favorite ice cream. Again, we didn't hold back on the ice cream, and check out what a Colombian McDonald's McFlurry looks like. This one has Milo, which is like a chocolate flavor powder. And again, I grew up on this, so getting this Milo McFlurry was a delightful flash of nostalgia. At one point, walking home, we stumbled upon a small creative shop called Vita Wasi Tienda Artesanal that offered art classes for the kiddos, but they also sold artisan breads, popsicles, and art. And we ended up sharing a small pineapple popsicle with chopped up pineapple pieces, and it was just overall refreshing, not overly sweet, just the pure fruit. In Colombia, we love cheese. Not only do we make it in bread, but we also put it in our hot chocolate and in agua panela, which is cane sugar drink. So, cheesy. One of our day trips was to Pueblo Tapado. Its name suggests that gold of the Quimbayas were covered in this land, which is located about 30 minutes from Armenia. Here we ate at Restaurante California Steak Parrilla Bar and ordered a thick churrasco, also known as sirloin steak, that came with plantain, chimichurri, potato, and a salad. Our second dish, a seafood stuffed trucha, or trout, topped off with cheese and a side of French fries. We did wash all this down with a refreshing coconut lemonade and, of course, my favorite, lulo juice. Circasia is the closest town to Armenia on our trip. Our first stop, El Casonal, right in the corner, really just calls to you with its bright blue and yellow door. I could not help myself and I got the golden beef tongue, and this had to be my favorite dish. Tender beef tongue with beans, rice, fried plantains, salad, rice soup, and of course the arepa, and a cup of jugo de maracuyá, also known as passion fruit juice. We also got the same variation of dish, but with flank steak. Oh, bueno. After all that lunch, of course, we had to get dessert. At Sorbete de Guanábana y Chirimoya, a little food stand in the main plaza, we got just that, a sorbete de guanábana y chirimoya. Just imagine the guanábana and chirimoya pulp sweetened with condensed milk, blended together with milk and served cold for you to enjoy while sitting in the plaza. Very refreshing. We had to walk all of the food off in the Central Plaza shopping for artisan souvenirs, because you might get the opportunity, like me, to speak to the pottery artisan Jorge Alzate Jaramillo at Cerámicas El Alfarero, and he might teach you how to make your own pottery souvenir to bring back home. And as an artist myself, it was truly a beautiful experience to have someone so talented share a piece of their passion with you. So please check his work out and support many of these local artisans. If we hadn't eaten enough, we went to Filandia, a colorful, quaint town more 45 minutes away from Armenia, and that was for our afternoon baked snackies with some gorgeous panoramic views. Are you a bread lover? Then you're in luck, because in Colombia there's a ton of bakeries with a ton of varieties of different kinds of breads to choose from. So make sure you grab it and get your cafecito. The bakery here smelled so good and was well transited by locals that we had to order a few goodies. We ordered buñuelos, pastel de guayaba, pan de queso, and a mouth-watering mil hojas. About an hour drive from Armenia, we reached the town Salento, which attracts many locals and foreign tourists as well. Just like all the other small towns, Salento has a central plaza, and here they have a food court area with several different restaurants. Because we got there a little later in the afternoon, our food options were limited. We did end up eating at El Palacio de la Trucha, and though they specialize in trout, I got their shredded beef plate. That came with a yummy, it was really good, beef rib broth. It came with rice, beans, plantains, and avocado. So are you kind of sensing a theme here? This area loves beans. Salento is the starting point for excursions to the most beautiful area, El Valle de Cocora, which is a serene 20-minute drive from Salento. Here you can explore the valley through foot, various trails ranging from dense green trails with waterfalls to man-made stairs to the top, or you can explore on horseback. Regardless of which method you choose, the immensity of this valley is sure to take your breath away. These just lush green mountains are home to many species of flora and fauna. It's also home to the Andean condors and wax palm trees, both national symbols to Colombia. Valle de Cocora truly moved me. The picturesque scene, the serenity of the land, and the freshness of the air was just a delightful reminder of how beautiful this earth we live in is. Plus, after a really nice hike, you get to enjoy a hot cup of agua de panela con queso while enjoying the view. The Jeep Willys, also known as the Pijao, is the traditional truck used here in the coffee region for their coffee needs, but now it's also being used as a little tourist guide, and it'll take you up to the coffee grounds. Thank you for watching and letting me share with you a little piece of me. Please subscribe to check out all of our adventures. And with all that said, I present to you Valle de Cocora.